Hello people, this is Marcus Deml. A warm welcome back to Guitar Junkie.
Now I always wanted to have one of these guitars.
A 50's Sunburst Stratocaster, since I went to see a very unknown guitar player at the time with my fake ID in a little smoky club in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard. And yes, the guitar player was no other than Eric Johnson, and the concert was amazing. All of the 25 guitar players in the audience, and that was the only audience, were completely mesmerized and probably inspired till the rest of their days. Well, so was I, but I was also fascinated with his 54 and his 58 Stratocaster that he had that night. I thought it was kind of a Buddy Holly guitar, but the sound that was coming from the small stage at ridiculous volume, I have to say, was just so inspiring. So, finally, about 8 years ago, I thought my quest for the ultimate 50 Sunburst is over, when Fender was kind enough to send me this beauty. And it came out of the box and it felt like home. It sounded like it's supposed to sound. It looked great. Well, I was just a happy camper. And if you've seen a Fender clinic with me the last few years, you've probably seen this guitar, right? So the only problem was, a friend of mine came over about 6 weeks ago with a genuine 59 Strat, and we discovered a few differences in both guitars. Number one, it was the feel. This one felt kind of glossy, and the other one felt like an old glove. But even more importantly, since sound seems to be my religion, the top end was a lot rounder on the old guitar, the mid-range seemed to be a bit more focused, and the bass was less boomy. Right, and since I'm, 8 hours a day in the studio, that's the most important stuff for me. How does it sound, Not how much does it cost. And we know these guitars the old ones are kind of rare, and not all of them are good. So anyway, I decided to give this fantastic instrument a complete makeover with the help of two friends, Benno Zale, who does all my refrets and all my basic guitar maintenance, and the great guitar builder here in Hamburg, Guido Greger of Greger Guitars. They helped me with this project, and it was a project because what we did, first of all, the obvious, change the pickups. Klopman signature single coil set, Marcus Deml, the Blue Poets, blah 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 blah. The obvious, the frets, 6105s, narrow but tall, new bone nut. Okay, I do that to most of my guitars. But then, first thing I realized was the finish. The second thing I realized, well, the difference in both guitars was the finish. Another difference was the pickguard. The pickguard on the reissue was a lot thinner and was already wobbling, and it looked sort of like, on a bad acid trip already. Anyway, so I got a hold of a Bagelite pickguard. The guitar was already much louder. Because if you think about it, I mean, the most of the face from the guitar is covered with some kind of plastic. But the real mojo started when Guido Greger was kind enough to strip the clear coat from the body, left the original Sunburst untouched. The scars that you can hopefully see in this bright light here, they're natural scars because I played the guitar, so there's no relicking done or anything. But then the real work started. He stripped the whole neck, and instead of waxing it, he refinished it with shellac. And shellac seems to be the closest thing that you can get to 50's nitro, because 50 nitros is illegal, and that's for a good reason, because it's so toxic. The birds would fall off the sky if you use it. Anyway, did I forget anything about the guitar? Well, oh no, I had it signed by Mr. Eric Johnson backstage at a Fender show that I played at. So he was kind enough, a gracious man, an amazing guitar player and musician. Did I forget anything? The wiring is a little bit, you know, just the usual modification. Half the tone for the bridge pickup, etc. Reverse wound middle pickup. Anything else? The string tree is wrong, of course. This is supposed to be a 54, 55 string tree. I have to say, you know, these kind of guitars are older. Late 50s guitars are older till about early 58. They're usually ash. Anyway, I'm rambling on. I hope you enjoyed this little episode. Hit the subscribe button. I'm Marcus Deml. And be a good person. Peace.